Well, good evening. Today, what you're looking at here is my first attempt at building an electric guitar. This is the TSI, or Tom Stolzenberger Instruments, Sweet Tits model. My feeling was, if you can't have your hands on a sweet pair of tits, this will do admirably. I built this guitar from scratch. It's not a kit guitar, and I'd like to introduce it to you and go over the features of it. As you can see, I own a number of Les Pauls, beautiful guitars that I love. But if you're like me, and most guitar players are, you've replaced parts on those guitars because you either didn't like the pickups, the tuners, whatever. And my feeling was when you're paying that kind of money for a guitar, you shouldn't have to replace a damn thing. Now, understanding that every guitar player's preferences are different than mine, this guitar suits my preferences and may not suit everyone else's, but I built the guitar that I wanted to build. So let me start, zoom in here. You can see that I got a real nice curly maple top on this guitar that I book matched in my wood shop. But let's start from the top. As we go up the top here, you can see that I have a standard Gibson style headstock. That's my logo there. The logo is inlaid abalone in ebony wood. There's an ebony headstock overlay, and that's abalone and gold pearl. The tuners are Tonepros Klusons, real nice tuners. I think they're a 15:1 or a 16:1 ratio. They do a real nice job. My headstock angle is not as steep as some of the Les Pauls. It's more of about a 10 or 12 degree angle, and holds a real nice tune. You can see the truss rod cover. I have a double expanding Stewart McDonald truss rod in there, and on either side of that truss rod I got two carbon fiber 1/4 inch by 1/4 inch rods on either side of that. It's a very stiff neck. I did that for reasons I'll explain here in a minute. Going down the neck is an ebony fretboard with abalone inlays, and those of you with Les Pauls will be quick to spot that these are Les Paul inlays I bought from Stu Mac. I simply turned them upside down and inlaid them. Fret wire, 6100 fret wire. The body joins the neck at the 19th fret. You have full access to every fret on this guitar. It is a double cutaway design. The cutaway was designed by making a template off of the cutaway of a Les Paul, and when I cut the body sides, I simply took two pieces of mahogany, used double stick tape, stuck them on top of each other, cut them out on a template, and then sanded them on an oscillating spindle sander so they were exactly the same. As you'll see in a minute when I turn the guitar around, this is a neck-thru-body design. The neck is made out of curly maple. It's quartersawn. I happened to find a real nice piece at the woodworking store. The blank was 3 inch by 3 inch by about 48 inches. Not an easy piece of wood to find, and I can tell you I've looked and I haven't been able to find another. So I kind of lucked out that day. Some features of the guitar going down. As I said, the body is mahogany. It's about 1.5 inches thick, about 1/4 inch less than a Les Paul standard. The top is 1/4 inch thick curly maple. That was book matched. I got Dunlop strap locks come standard on this guitar. The pickups are WCR Betset. Great pickups. And my bridge is it's a bridge that I got from Stu Mac. It's aluminum. It's actually a wraparound bridge. It's their Pigtail wraparound bridge. However, as you can see, I decided to run the strings through the body rather than through the bridge. Those are Tonepros locking studs. I've bound the top, as you can see, got a nice amber finish on it. The controls are standard Gibson controls. The wiring harness is from RS Guitar Works. And I got the Bumblebee caps with this guitar and Switchcraft parts. So as you can see, real nice figure in that top. The finish I got from Bell Finishing out in California, Vista, California. Marty Bell did a great job on it. You know, I did farm some of this work out. I farmed out the frets, as I'm a novice with that, and I farmed out the finish, and thought about it long and hard, and I can tell you that for a first project, farming out the finish and the frets is a good idea unless you've been doing repair work for a while. For anybody out there that may want to attempt doing that. At this time, I'd like to turn the guitar around and show you the back. Hang on a sec. Okay, here you can see the neck through the body with the mahogany wings. That is an ebony block that I inlaid into the back for the strings to reside in. I recessed each string hole a little bit so that the string ball would capture it. That's a standard StewMac control cavity cover, and I used their template to route out the controls. I don't know if the figure comes out on this angle. It probably won't, but you can see the neck come out really nice, and there's the tuning pegs. So anyway, in future videos I'll be demonstrating this guitar through my stereo rig setup. I have 3 amplifiers. I have a Marshall JTM 45 and a 1960A cab with Heritage 30s, and also has Alnico Golds in it. Real nice cabinet. Of course, you can't buy that. I actually bought the cabinet empty and put the speakers in it. I also have a 65 reissue deluxe reverb that's been tweaked with a Weber speaker, and I have a Boogie Maverick 1x12 with an Alnico Gold in it. That is my tone generator for my stereo setup. So future videos I'll be playing that guitar, demonstrating the sound of this guitar, which is, for those of you that play Les Pauls, you know, they tend to be a little bit boomy. This guitar does not have that boominess. The neck is a wide, thin neck on this guitar. The first fret, the neck thickness is about 3/4 of an inch, up to about the 18th, 17th, 18th fret, where it's 7th, 8th of an inch. It's a standard width. It feels wider than that, but it's the same width as a Les Paul neck, but it is a little shallower, and just a hair U-shaped. But it really feels fine. As you can see on the neck heel, I sculpted that out. You can really get your hands right to the top frets without any issue at all. So anyway, that's my video. My guitars really come out well for all you guys who might want to try to attempt to build one. You know, you need to have some woodworking skills, obviously, and really think about what you're doing. I had to overcome an awful lot of pitfalls that, you know, I'd be happy to correspond with anyone about and talk about if you're interested in attempting to do something like this. I also may be making more of these and maybe attempting to sell them. But this is my prototype, the TSI Sweet Tits model, and I'm really proud of it. Not only does it look amazing, but when you hear what it sounds like, I gotta tell you, I really surprised myself with this project. So I think a lot of it has to do with those WCR Betset pickups. Those are great pickups. So anyway, folks, enjoy the video. More will be coming as I wire this up to a couple different amps. Anyway, talk to you later.